Hello fellow sickos, TW, and welcome to my stream contest video on World Wrestling Federation War Zone, released back in 1998 for the Nintendo 64, as you can see, brought to us by the people over at Acclaim Sports! So you can see we had all Stone Cold on the cover. That's right, son. Stone Cold's on the cover of this here video game because I'm the #1 star in the WWF, and that's all I got to say about that. And over here, what we have is Stone Foam Steve Austin, and that's all I got to say about that. And that's the bottom line because Stone Foam said so.
First, let's talk about the menus. They're quite snazzy. I really dig the whole industrial look, making it look like the entire game takes place in a factory of some sort. If I was forced to guess, I'd say a good amount of the budget went into this part of the game.
It certainly didn't go into the production of this game. Yeesh.
You have to be careful. Owen can beat you in so many ways.
He's got speed and power. A dangerous combination.
Austin is cold, calculating, and very, very focused.
Look at that ice-cold stare in Austin's eyes.
Yes, this is what the entrances look like, and to add a bit of further insult, there's only the one arena. Raw is War! And you can only view these entrances in the single-player challenge mode.
I hate that second part because it makes the exhibition mode feel more throwaway than it actually should be.
During regular play, introductions are done in the ring with the wrestlers just standing there, not even menacingly by the way, as Vince McMahon and Jim Ross give a brief description. Also, there isn't even any camera movement, something the AKI games have been doing for well over a year at this point.
Enough talk about the presentation because all of that can be excused if the bell-to-bell action is fun enough to play. Well, is it?
No? If you've ever wondered what it would be like to have fighting game controls in a wrestling game, then here you go! There's nothing I enjoy doing while playing a wrestling game than pressing pause and memorizing button combinations in order to pull off 99% of the moveset. The other 1%, that's your finisher, which the game doesn't tell you how to perform. I've had people tell me it does, but look at this moveset. Do you see the Stone Cold Stunner literally anywhere? I even went into the training mode and it doesn't tell you a god dang thing. Whose idea was it to hide a wrestler's finisher?
Meanwhile, over at good old WCW, all you had to do was build up your momentum, then boom! Easy finisher. Which is basically what like 95% of other wrestling games did from that point going forward. The other 5% were developed by Spike.
So, because the core gameplay is, let's say, flawed, the gimmick matches by association aren't very fun either. Whether it's a cage match, weapons match, etc., they're all just 2 packs of anal juice mixed with that toxic sludge RFK Jr. swam in.
But what about WWF War Zone single-player mode? Can that do anything to lift this game up above subpar status, like, at all?
Not on the N64, it doesn't! It's just match, with the only things breaking them up being this tournament-style view of some TV sets and these horribly animated promos.
Here's the part where I hit my move. Are you ready?
On the PlayStation 1, you got meme-worthy cutscenes. Over on the N64, all we get is a soundbite. As someone who grew up as an N64 kid, I'd like to say, all the way to Acclaim, thanks a lot for that.
Overall, WWF War Zone just isn't very good. The only real noteworthy thing about it is the outdated roster, as by the time this game was released, Bret Hart and British Bulldog had long since been gone almost a year due to the Montreal Screwjob. On top of that, Ahmed Johnson had already left and Shawn Michaels was in part 1 of his retirement era.
So I'm sure, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, all I gotta say is, don't buy this game. There are better ones to play. Even acclaimed games, literally every acclaimed game that came after Warzone is so much more worth not only your money, but your time. This isn't even worth checking out just for curiosity's sake. Attitude, Legends of Wrestling, those are all so much better. Even the ECW games, play those for thousands and thousands of hours before you even sink one single solitary millisecond into this. Goodness gracious me. Glad to have that over and done with. Next time, we're going to take a look at a dungeon from one of my favorite video games. What's it going to be? The suspense. I'm sure it's killing absolutely nobody. Da-da-da-da! Hope you all have a perfect rest of your day.
You're about to be excellently executed.